Hi, I'm Matt. Sometimes finding the right word for your sentence isn't as simple as looking through a dictionary and using the first word that fits the definition. Adjectives, words that provide additional information about a person, place, or thing, are often the solution when you find yourself struggling to find that perfect word. To help out with that, here's a list of 26 adjectives, each starting with a different letter of the alphabet. Austere means having a strict or severe appearance or way of being. Someone who is austere probably won't be popular at parties. If something is bountiful, it means there's a lot of it. This is generally used when having a lot of something is good. A captivating picture or face is something that grabs your interest and won't let go. Dutiful means that you obediently fulfill your duties. This is a great quality to have in a butler. When something is equitable, it means that this is fair or impartial. An equitable distribution of food means everyone gets their fair share. A frugal person is someone who doesn't spend a lot of money if they don't have to. Frugal can also be used to describe something that seems simple or plain, like a house or a piece of clothing. Gregarious people love to talk and be around people. They generally have big personalities too. When you're headstrong, you refuse to let anything change your mind or get in the way of your goal. Impervious literally means something that doesn't allow fluid to pass through it, but it can also be used to describe something that can't be affected, usually by harm or damage. When something is jarring, it comes out of nowhere and shocks you with how out of place it is. Getting hit by a ball that you didn't see coming is a jarring experience. Don't count on something that is kaput ever working again. It's done for. A person is laudatory when they absolutely love something and think it's the best thing ever. Someone who is maniacal is acting extreme or almost violently wild. They might be acting this way because they're excited about something, or they might just be crazy. Acting in a normative way means you are behaving as expected in a given situation. Normative behavior can be good or bad depending on the person. If something is ostentatious, it begs for attention by being as loud or flashy as possible. Generally, it's also hollow and without meaning. Palatable food is nice and tasty. Non-food things can also be palatable if they are made easier to deal with, like when higher taxes are made more palatable when they pay for better infrastructure. Something that is quaint has a nice old-fashioned or cutely unique style, like a small old house or a phone with a dial. If you're sorry for something that you did, but maybe that something was a little funny, you're probably feeling rueful. You might give a rueful grin in response. Saying, "Of course I'll help," with a sarcastic or insincere tone is a way of being smarmy. In other words, if you're unhappy about talking to or being around someone, and you want them to know it, you act smarmy. A nice tranquil beach would make for a great vacation. Tranquil has a nice, sleepy quality that would be great for describing any relaxing setting. If something is ever-present or spread out everywhere, then it is ubiquitous. For instance, oxygen is ubiquitous throughout our atmosphere. Putting together a piece of furniture can be quite vexing, especially if you didn't get a set of instructions. Someone who is worldly likes things that are elegant. They also know a lot about how the world works and aren't surprised by people's actions. Xeric is a scientific term used to describe very dry conditions, like in a desert. While youthful seems pretty straightforward, it can mean more than simply being young. An elderly person can have a youthful demeanor if they get excited about life with the same enthusiasm as a young person. Zany is usually thought of in the same way as wacky or wild, but it specifically refers to humor that is offbeat or different from your typical joke. So there you have it, 26 unique adjectives. If you're still unsure on how to use them, run your adjective sentences through the Chegg Writing Grammar Checker.